To my friends at the Palm Beach Civic Association, I know how difficult it is to stay sheltered in place. It's seemingly easy, but it's tough to sit down and do nothing. Most of you are go-getters and are normally active and going out and changing the world. But let me walk you through some of the realities of this COVID-19 pandemic. The only real chance we have of knocking it back and suffocating it is through social separation, social distancing. And as crazy as it might sound with all these technologies we have, and there are probably 100 different ideas for treating patients who have COVID-19, and some of them are going to pan out, but it'll take some time. And we've got vaccines that are rapidly coming down the pike. Listen, I've looked at all this information. I'm very optimistic. But for the next year, we've got to keep the virus at bay to buy us time to fix a lot of these systems. The best way to do that has been demonstrated to be social distancing together with testing. Now, we're just now getting up to speed on testing. The president has said, and I asked a question about this on a recent town hall, that we're going to be able to have testing out to most of the country within the next week to 10 days. That stated, we still don't have enough information to target folks who are ill and ensure all their contacts are able to be quarantined so the virus doesn't spread. Once we're able to do that, that's called containment, then a lot of the pressure comes off of our need to stay away from each other. But in the meantime, our best chance, our biggest opportunity is to stay apart from each other. It's primarily done through staying in your homes. Now, in New York City, where I know many of you have some connections, we did not do that in a timely fashion. One of the reasons that there's chaos here and it looks like a battlefield is because we've got so many folks who got ill 2-3 weeks ago, didn't realize it was happening, and now we're all paying the price with ERs that are overwhelmed and patients being put on breathing tubes outside of the ICU. We'll get ahead of it. It's going to be difficult. 2 more weeks of pain here in New York. But for the rest of the country, we want to avoid this error. And the best way to do that is to oblige your elected officials who are well informed on these issues and stay away from each other. As challenging as it might be, it's an opportunity for you to improve yourselves. Read that book you've always wanted to get into, or learn a hobby that you should have done years ago. Figure out ways of identifying what the opportunities are in this new world that's going to arise in May and June as we start to come out of this lockdown scenario. I know many of you played Etch-a-Sketch when you were kids. I certainly did. The Etch-a-Sketch of life that we all drew for ourselves has been shaken up. And so you got to figure out how you're going to redraw what you need to have on your Etch-a-Sketch. Be part of the leadership that's called for right now. You know, effectively, these are battlefield commissions being thrown out to people who are leaders. They didn't realize it. They didn't want it. Maybe they've actually done it in the past, but this is a new opportunity to lead us into the future. So take advantage of that, show what the best of Palm Beach can do, and stay away from each other.